and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be going through my Sephora Loves wish list. This has been a month, really a summer, full of an incredible amount of new products, both at the drugstore and high end, a lot of complexion products especially. So I thought that it would be fun to go through some of the new releases and talk about what I'm specifically looking at and planning to save up and purchase. So if you're interested in seeing what's in my Sephora cart, what's on my wish list, then just keep on watching. I'm going to start with the number one thing that I'm coveting at the moment. I want this so badly. I've seen so many videos on it and I'm so proud of the creator. So this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Jackie Aina eyeshadow palette. Absolutely love Jackie Aina to begin with. Her videos are incredible. She just brings a humor and a lightness to YouTube while being uber talented and informative and talking about things that we really need to be talking about in the beauty community. So I just love her as an individual and as an influencer, and I think she's a good role model. I don't necessarily jump on every brand collaboration that comes out from an influencer that I love. If a product doesn't speak to me, then I'm not going to purchase it. So when I heard that Jackie was coming out with a palette, I didn't think much of it because I wait to see what the palette itself actually looks like. And when I saw what this palette looked like, I was blown away. It's not often that I feel that way about a palette because, to be honest, a lot of them look the same nowadays. Stunning shades in here, and I feel like it's a really nice palette for fall. The whole right side of the palette is like very fall tone. So this retails for $60 Canadian. It is a pretty penny. I'm not a person that purchases every palette that Anastasia Beverly Hills comes out with. I know some people do that, to each their own. But when I saw this one, yeah, this is my number one. Once I save up, I'll probably end up purchasing this one before my birthday. Such a gorgeous palette, and I'm really proud of Jackie, and I think it's just gorgeous. And then the next product that I have in my wish list is also another one that is pretty high on my wish list. I would say this is probably the second product that I would go out and purchase, and that is the Benefit Cosmetics Cookie Highlighter. I have been lusting after this since they released their Benefit Cheek Leaders palette that had this in it. I just knew that they would be releasing it as a single based on how much everyone was freaking out about it and how gorgeous it was. So I was like, don't buy the cheek leaders. I already have Hoola. I already have California. Love both of them. But when I saw Cookie in those swatches and in that palette, I was like, 100% when this comes out as a single, I'm going to be buying it. It is a golden pearl, super silky highlighter. I think that it's definitely pearl enough for me to pull off. I have not seen it in store, so I haven't had the opportunity to actually swatch it for myself, but it looks gorgeous and I really want it. It retails for $40 Canadian, which I feel like box blushes and bronzers from Benefit usually retail for $30. I guess they've gone up in price over the years. This cookie highlighter, it just looks so stunning, and I know I have a lot of highlighters. It's really not something that I need to invest in for my collection. I have a lot, but I really want it. So that is number two on my list. And then the rest of my list, I would say, is completely out of order. I have no specific ordering to these, no preference order, but the ABH Jackie Aina and the Benefit Cookie are like my number two right now. The number three product that I have in my loves list is part of the Marc Jacobs Enamored Dazzling Gloss Lip Lacquer Lust and Stardust collection. Marc Jacobs came out with, I believe, 2 highlighters in this collection. There might be some nail polishes, and then there's 4 glosses. I've never tried Marc Jacobs glosses. I've heard incredible things about them. I know Jaclyn Hill popularized Sugar. Is it? Sugar something? It's like a light pink nude. I've swatched that one probably like 500 times in stores and just couldn't justify it for a lip gloss. But with the limited edition packaging on this and the color, I feel like it's just different enough that I don't have something like this in my collection. And that is the shade To the Moon. There's 4 shades, as I said, and this shade is described as a cool pink with blue glitter. You guys know me. I love a good pink. Cool tone pinks are like my shit. I'm all about it. Packaging is super cute. Sometimes limited edition holiday packaging just like doesn't do it for me. I'm usually not a fan at all, but it's $37, which is a lot for a gloss. The next product that I have is $38, and I'm way more able to justify this than I am the gloss, and that is the new Pat McGrath Labs Eyeshadow Palette Mini. I've never purchased a Pat McGrath palette product anything Pat McGrath because they're so expensive. I think her artistry is gorgeous. I see her products all over Instagram. I feel like she's a big Instagram. Her brand is big on Instagram, but her products are just so insanely expensive. But she released 5 of her shades. Actually, she released 2 different mini palettes with 5 of her most popular shades, I believe. So if you have all of her palettes, you don't need this. These will be duplicates in your collection from what I understand. But specifically, she came out with 2. There's Subversive, which is more colorful, and then there's Sublime, which is more neutral tones. So you'll see it on screen. There's like a taupe, there's a bronze, there's a golden, there's a brown. Like there's just super pretty shades in here. If you didn't know, I have started doing some freelance makeup work, so this would be a gorgeous palette to bring with me to jobs and just have in my kit. Obviously I'd use it for myself as well because it's so pretty. I just think any of these as lid shades are gorgeous, and for $38 for 5 shades for Pat McGrath quality, as long as the quality is as good in these as it is in the regular size, I think that's pretty incredible. For someone that has never tried Pat McGrath, that doesn't really have the budget to purchase Pat McGrath, this is a really good option. So the next product that I have is probably no surprise to you guys. You've probably all purchased this in the last sale or thought about purchasing it, and that is the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation. I tried the previous Fenty foundation. I've actually given it away. It was so dry and cakey and gross on my skin. The fact that she came out with a hydrating long wear formula is heaven to my ears. Retails for $45 Canadian. Pretty typical for a high-end foundation at Sephora. I've been on a foundation kick, as I think most of the beauty community has recently. I've purchased a ton of drugstore ones, like the new Maybelline one, new L'Oreal one, new Makeup Revolution one. I have the NYX hydrating one. I have the NYX tinted one. Like, I've probably purchased 8 drugstore foundations over the last 2 or 3 months. So I really don't need a new foundation, which is why this is lower on my list. But for the winter time, a nice hydrating longwear formula is something that definitely appeals to me. I feel like this is one that I can wait on for a while and purchase it when maybe I get a gift card for my birthday, or maybe I can even wait to ask for it for Christmas, something like that, because it isn't something that I feel like I don't already have necessarily. Then the next product is kind of random because it really isn't new at all, but with fall coming up, I've been like super into purchasing darker lip colors, lip liners, just like darker everything. The Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil, this is like not new by any means. It is a cult favorite and old school thing that I've just never got around to purchase, and it is the shade specifically in Alkaline, which is described as a deep wine color. This retails for $29.50 Canadian, and this is just like the perfect fall, winter, holiday season, Thanksgiving liner in my opinion. It's like such a gorgeous cranberry purpley goodness. I've heard so many amazing things about this Urban Decay formula. I like a very creamy eyeliner. I have extremely sensitive eyes and they water at the drop of a dime. So this is probably something that I'll purchase before or around my birthday time. And if you didn't know, my birthday is at the end of October. I even think it could be used as a lip liner. It's just a really pretty shade. Then I have 2 more lip products, which are like the same product but different colors. Why is that so hard for me to formulate in my mind? This is the Sephora Collection Rouge Lacquer High Shine lipsticks. These launched a couple months back and I've been lusting after them ever since. The packaging is so gorgeous. They are pretty affordable in terms of Sephora lip products. They just look gorgeous. I have 2 shades picked out in particular. I have Go Girl, which is a rosy beige, so like a nude pink, and then Rise Above, which is a more pinky mauve. My go-to every day, goes with every look, is a color like this or like a pinky nude. I've swatched both of these in store. Like, I know for sure that I'll get these at some point. I just don't know when. These are probably like pretty low on my list along with the Fenty foundation. Like, I'm in no rush to purchase these. I've just had my eyes on them for a while and I think they're super pretty. I see people talk about them on YouTube a lot. I know Kathleen Lights really likes them. There's a couple of people I follow on Instagram who talk about them a good amount. And then I have 2 products from Natasha Denona. I don't own anything from Natasha Denona. The first is her blush duo in 04 Pink, which comes with a matte baby pink and a pink with gold shimmer. You guys know me, I don't venture very far outside of my comfort zone for blush shades. I love a shade pretty much like my lip color, which is what I'm wearing today. So this duo is just so pretty. I would love to swatch it in store because I actually never have. So I like swatching and like really getting a good idea of what I want before I go ahead and purchase. This retails for $50, which is a heck of a lot for two blushes if you ask me. In my whole makeup collection, if you've watched my makeup collection video, my smallest drawer is my high-end blushes. I am like a drugstore blush girl for sure. I don't own a lot of high-end blushes, so I kind of want to get more. I want to get a sense for higher end blush formulas if they last longer, like what's the justification in that price tag. So yeah, the Natasha Denona blush duo in 04 Pink is super pretty. And then the last thing that I have in my cart is something that I don't think I would purchase without a gift card or without a sale. If I could get it with the gift card and combined with the sale, then like, yeah, that is the ideal situation for something like this. That is the Natasha Denona Tan, Bronze, and Glow palette. It's just freaking gorgeous. I just love contour, bronzer, highlight palettes. I have the Dior one and I love it. I have my Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow and I absolutely love it. I'm a big fan of cheek palettes and this one is like as good as it gets. I feel it is a midi bronze and glow palette with shades of alluring bronze, creamy tan, and iridescent champagne. I think that the main light highlighter in here would be perfect for my skin tone. Oh, I don't know if I said this. It retails for $73 Canadian. So that's like hours of work for me. I can't even justify that. Seeing $73, like I would have to get that 20% off and with a gift card or something. Or if it was just gifted to me, that would be cool. If you want to send me the palette, thanks. That would be awesome. I just think it's so pretty. Combination of shades. It has awesome reviews. I've heard amazing things about it. So that is the last thing in my cart. And then I like to add up all of these things just to kind of put things into perspective on how insane it is to spend money on that much makeup and how insanely expensive all of these products are. I find that at least for me, it helps put things into perspective and help me budget and figure out what I really truly want. So if I were to purchase all of these products right now, I'd be getting an eyeshadow palette, a highlighter, a lip gloss, another eyeshadow palette, a foundation, an eyeliner, 2 lip products, a blush palette, and a face palette, which is a lot, but altogether that would retail for $408. Which if you get 25% or 20% off and you have gift cards, or if you split it up and purchase it over time, it's not that bad. But with something like this, I like to have a very curated list and then go in store and swatch everything and narrow stuff down in person, and then go back and revise my list and figure out what's most important, what's least important, what I would get the most use out of, what has the best reviews, all of that stuff. I'm very educated in my Sephora purchases. I just think it's really fun, to be honest. It's kind of like a game to go through and curate and figure out the best deal, the best price, the best reviews, all of that stuff. That is just what I like to do. I like geek out over makeup and this kind of stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really wanted to do an anti-haul, to be honest, because there is so much makeup coming out. I've been really into watching anti-hauls and like low budget things and just being more conscious of how I'm spending my money on makeup. So if you guys would be interested in content like that, I can definitely do it. Just try and be more conscious with your purchases. No shame to anyone who went hard during the Sephora sale. I wish my income would allow me to do that, but it just simply doesn't, and I'm trying to figure out what makeup really sparks the most joy and like get super excited about it before I purchase it. There's just something to be said about like saving up your money and watching so many reviews and coveting after something and then finally purchasing it. It's just such an exciting process to me, like Christmas this morning. I know that's how I'm gonna feel when I get the Jackie Aina palette. So that is all I have for you guys today. Give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it and you want to see more videos like this. Also, leave me a comment down below of the #1 thing that you are currently lusting over. I would love to know what you are saving up to buy, what you have your eyes on. Let me know. What is that one thing that you are just like really wanting right now? I'm curious. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you aren't already subscribed, please be sure to do so. It really helps me out. And if you want, you can hit the notification button to be notified every time that I post a video so that you can come watch it right away and you don't have to miss out on any of my content. As always, I hope that you had an absolutely awesome day and thank you so much for watching. Bye.